This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Man accused of killing son denied bail. 64-year-old businessman Delton Knight, who was charged in relation to the shooting death of his son, 38-year-old Ruel Knight, was yesterday denied bail in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Attorney at law Peter Champagny, who is representing Senior Knight, told the news that the judge's decision was accepted. The judge delivered the decision yesterday and bail was refused. The refusal was on the strength of the allegation and for the protection of the accused himself. The decision of the court is respected and is to be respected. The result of it is also one where the defense will have to take further instructions from the accused, Champagny said. Detectives assigned to the Halfway Tree Criminal Investigations Branch charged the 64-year-old with a murder on Saturday, April 17. He has been in police custody since a fatal shooting on April 12 at the family business, Knight's Meat and Food Distributors Limited, on Gardentown Road, St. Andrew, on Monday, April 12. Knight will again appear before the court on Monday, May 31, 2021. 7 taken into custody during operation for King Valley Gang members. 3 females are among 7 individuals taken into custody for questioning during a massive counter-terrorism and organized crime investigation branch-led operation in Westmoreland yesterday. The lawmen carried out the operation in search of members of the King Valley Gang. CTOC was supported by the Caribbean Search Center and the K9 Division. The gang is said to be linked to a number of crimes committed in the parish. Halfway Tree Police seek person of interest in robbery case. The Halfway Tree Police are seeking the public's assistance in locating a man who is believed to be involved in a case of robbery. The police said he is believed to frequent the Malines Road and Seaward Drive areas. Lawmen are appealing to anyone with information that can assist them in finding this man to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 876-926-8184, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Christopher Linton, aka Dog Paw, breaks silence on prison time. Christopher Dog Paw Linton, who was once regarded as one of the most wanted men in Jamaica, has broken his silence close to a month after he was released from prison, where he spent over 8 years of his life behind bars. Linton, who was in 2013 sentenced to 15 years in prison on charges of shooting with intent and illegal possession of firearm, was freed in April after his conviction was quashed in the Court of Appeal. In his first interview, Linton spoke to the news team at an undisclosed location on Wednesday. "It is certainly a tremendous feeling to be free," said the man who had to live with the tragic news that his brother and other close associates were killed while he was behind the bars. As Linton speaks about the joy of being released amid his growing fear, as he claims he is being constantly harassed by men who are believed to be members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Linton and his co-accused, Michael Allen, were charged with shooting at 2 policemen who were traveling in a service vehicle along Tavern Drive in eastern St. Andrew in April 2010. The accused men denied allegations at their trial, but were found guilty and were each sentenced to 15 years in prison for illegal possession of firearm and 15 years for shooting with intent. Through their lawyers, they subsequently filed an appeal and were acquitted on a verbal decision handed down in April by the appeal court, which said the identification evidence at the trial was unreliable. Second multi-vehicle accident in Clarendon in 3 days. A Toyota Light Ace, a Toyota RAV4, and a Toyota Hiace minibus were involved in an accident in Chapelton, Clarendon, sometime after 11 a.m. yesterday. Reports are that the driver of the Light Ace has been taken to hospital and is in critical condition. One passenger who was in that vehicle is said to have sustained head injuries. The accident reportedly occurred on a section of the soft shoulder of the main road leading out of the town of Chapelton. This is the second multi-vehicle accident in the parish in 3 days. On Tuesday, 2 people died in a major motor vehicle crash which occurred along New Road in Clarendon, just a few miles outside of Chapelton. Wanted man fatally shot by police in Westmoreland. A man who was wanted by the Westmoreland police for murder was fatally shot by lawmen in downtown Savannah Lamar yesterday. Superintendent Robert Gordon, the commanding officer for the parish, told the news that the police accosted a wanted man yesterday. During the process, the man attempted to fire at the police, shots were returned, and the man was hit. He said a .38 revolver and 4 live rounds were recovered from the scene. The Independent Commission of Investigations and the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau have been contacted. More information to follow. Miracle survival as truck crushes car but occupants walk away from scene. A truck laden with marl overturned, crushing a Suzuki Grand Vitara with 2 men on board in a bizarre accident along the Rio Nueva Main Road in St. Mary on Thursday afternoon. But the driver of the Vitara and the passenger, his brother, both escaped with minor injuries. A Toyota Corolla was also involved in the accident, but the car sustained minor damage. The accident reportedly happened sometime after 1 o'clock and caused a huge pileup of traffic in both directions. The driver of the car, who gave his name only as Mark, said while he was headed towards Boscobel, the truck operator, who was traveling in the opposite direction, swerved from 2 other vehicles and lost control, causing the truck to overturn. The truck then slammed into the Corolla. It was difficult to get out, but my brothers were there with me, and they were able to pull me out of the vehicle, said Mark, who said that despite the bandages on his arm and other sections of his body, the injuries were nothing serious. Mark, originally from Kingston, lives overseas and came home recently to bury his father. My father passed and I buried him on Wednesday, and I just feel that his spirit was there with me and my brother, and I felt that was what really pulled us through this almost fatality, he told the news. But he also credited wearing his seatbelt for saving his life. I am sure that if I never had the seatbelt on, I don't think I'd be here right now, he said. 90 new COVID-19 cases, 3 additional fatalities. Jamaica has recorded 3 more COVID-19 deaths, pushing the tally to 801. Those who died on Thursday are a 66-year-old woman from Manchester, a 48-year-old man from Portland, and an 88-year-old man from Kingston and St. Andrew. Meanwhile, there were 90 additional cases, with ages ranging from 1 to 91 years, pushing the total to 46,428, with 23,267 being active. Of the new cases, 49 are women and 41 are men. St. Catherine dominates the new cases, with 23 being recorded, followed by Kingston and St. Andrew with 19, and then St. Anne with 17. A total of 1,259 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate stands at 10.1%. In the meantime, there were 125 more recoveries, increasing the total to 22,018. Some 231 persons are in hospital, with 11 being moderately ill and 21 critically ill. 1 person is in government quarantine, while 24,791 are at home. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.